poker is kind of like fantasy football. Everybody has bad beats. Everybody wins. And you just, it's only personal to you. Right. But there are some aspects of fantasy football that is of interest to so many people, and it involves the draft. Who do you choose here? Who do you choose there?
Of course.
I got because last night we chose, because this is the league I want to win more than any other.
Yeah. You've never won this one.
I have.
Okay.
Twice.
Got it.
Okay. So
we came in last recently.
I don't recall what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know what you mean. But here's the last night I received the second overall position.
Oh, baby. Okay.
So the guy who was first overall, Academy Award winner Grant Heslov, I'll drop the name.
He's great in True Lies.
He's great. It's true. So Grant's like, Rich, who should I take first? I'm like, I'm not telling you. What are you talking about?
Tell him to take like Dalvin Cook or something.
It's all right. He's
so
just,
you can take CMC.
He is clearly just shining me here. Okay. But if he wants to leave Christian McCaffrey for me, I'm all for it.
So do you want to know who you're thinking
basically
about?
I'm like, I don't know. I mean, the Carolina Panthers' new offense, I don't know what. Maybe McCaffrey just after last year won't have such a starring role within it.
I think McCaffrey might win MVP.
Pipe down.
Sorry.
But who's two?
Two
it's a wide open interpretation, isn't it?
Yes. So two, kind of the list that I'm seeing is a Saquon Zeke situation. Whoever you like most.
Last year, because Michael Fabiano told me, because this is a non-PPR league, okay?
Non-PPR.
Correct.
Right.
So you don't get extra points for catches.
All right, hold on, stand by. That
he told me Zeke over McCaffrey, and that's why I had a dreadful year, and somebody else made the finals.
Well, non-PPR, McCaffrey's so valuable because he catches a lot of passes.
I understand, but he still catches a lot of passes. You get bonus.
You get the receiving yards.
Yes, of course.
Right.
And if he gets over 100 receiving yards, it's a 5-point. Anybody who gets 100 receiving yards or 100 rushing yards, it's a 5-point bonus. 200, it's another 5.
Big bonus.
Yes.
So in a non-PPR league, McCaffrey's still number 1.
Of course he is.
Zeke 2, Saquon 3, Derrick Henry 4.
I am not going to go with Zeke back-to-back years. I'm just not going to. And the reason why I'm not going to is from now on, I made a decision. I want to have players who give me joy. And Zeke Elliott does not. Okay? So shake your head at me all you want,
honestly,
TJ.
Rich,
shake your head at me all you want.
Depending how you feel about Danny Dimes, but I kind of think you go the big fella, Derrick Henry, number 2.
I don't know about that. You know who I'm thinking of? And I believe, because it's even though it's not PPR, why not Michael Thomas? Why wouldn't I take a receiver, Michael Thomas? The guy is a beast. He will have more receiving yards. It's the same number of points for his rushing as running. He won't have any running and receiving, but he catches touchdowns, and you can't guard Mike.
But is he going to have?
And I understand what I just did about Zeke, and I understand they went to the same alma mater. It's just a different. I don't know why it's different. It's just different. Maybe because last year Zeke, how many times did he not get the football? Oh, here comes Pollard running the game. Let's give him 15 reps. My God, it drove me nuts.
Rich, but you can get someone who's going to have about the same yards and touchdowns as Michael Thomas.
Yes, but
later on,
as you know,
you're not going to be able to replicate Zeke, Saquon, Derrick Henry.
But who have I had man love for since I first set eyes on him at the collegiate level?
Lamar Jackson?
Well, that's true, but I'm not taking him second overall.
Well, Saquon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I? I'm
telling you,
right.
That's,
I mean, I think he would give me joy. And that's why I do fantasy joy, which is another reason why I would never join a league with a ton of teams. I can't do it. I can't join a league with a ton of teams. I don't want to be in a spot where I'm picking off the waiver wire somebody who's got 2 reps. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it. I don't need a bunch of teams in a league. Like, say, how many?
14.
14. A 14-team league to me, it's just terrible.
Yep.
On top of it,
Yep.
Chris Brockman's league, 14 teams. We'll be drafting when? When are you drafting?
We're drafting tomorrow.
Okay. Now, my league, 10 teams.
Yep.
We set the clock at 90 seconds a pick, and even that is up for debate. We think it should be 60 seconds because
90's too long?
We've got to go.
Wow.
Know who you want to draft before you walk in the room. And when you know you're coming up,
couldn't agree
have
with you more.
2-3 choices. Let's go, people, because we have lives.
I totally agree with you.
We have
right?
lives. We have lives. We've got a poker game to get to. We usually do it before a poker game.
Yep.
We have lives. So we're even debating instead of 90, we got to go down to 60. And then when it gets and when we're at 90 and it gets to be like 70, 80 seconds, we're like, because we usually are in the same room, now we'll be Zooming, like total complete heckling going down. Like if we had old school, like ripe vegetables to throw, we would be doing it. You, Chris Brockman, how much time are you allowed to make your pick and your fantasy draft?
You guys are going to enjoy this.
We have no time limit.
No time limit.
No time limit.
Take as long as you'd like.
Yep.
14-team league. I mean, please.
Yep.
Totally. Go check yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 year.
What?
1 year.
Oh, this is my favorite. Go ahead.
Yeah, probably about 10 years ago now, actually.
Yes.
One of the guys, Jason Sherman, call him out, he took 28 minutes.
28 whole minutes.
To take Brian Hartline in the 8th round.
Who? I would, and I've told this to him.
Yeah, he was here.
When he was here.
He was here.
Years ago. Yeah. I told him if he did that, I would never speak to him again. Like.
And he's from Staten Island.
On the streets of Staten Island or any street, I would never speak to him again. Like that is a human race deal breaker to me.
I once told that to Brian Hartline when he was at NFL Network one day,
and even he thought that was insane.
And he was
right?
like, "What are you talking about?
Do you imagine?
2
minutes. No, 2 minutes. Even 2 minutes. It's like, bro, what are we doing? What are you doing? Yeah. It's the 8th round. Yeah. It's 14 teams, so you're already getting down to slim pickings. So at this point in time,
and we have 15 rounds.
15 rounds.
Our drafts, in case people are wondering, our drafts normally take between 7 and 8 hours.
Oh!
And we're doing it on Zoom tomorrow.
Oh no!
So it's going to be even worse.
To quote a famous woman on the internet, ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Not 8 hours.
7 to 8 hours. Now, Zooms are not unlimited, right?
Well, if you have a membership, they're unlimited.
Well, who's got the membership?
Well, our commissioner has a membership.
About to say, I get booted off of Zoom after 60 minutes.
Could you think of anything you'd want to do less? I could, actually.
Oh, come on.
Here it goes.
You're going to go in on this again?
Rich, what I'd rather do less is go out to dinner with a bunch of people. Rich? Yes.
Okay.
With a bunch of people and do a fantasy draft over what to eat, where you put in the hopper at a hamburger joint the hamburgers you want to eat, throw them in a hat, and then draft whatever burgers are left. So you could actually have a plate in front of you of a meal you don't want. By telling your family, we're not hanging tonight. By not doing what you want to hang with people, only to potentially eat food you find unappealing and unappetizing. That is what I would rather do less. And who does that when there's no pandemic to celebrate his birthday? Mr. I'm in a draft where you could take a half an hour to draft Brian Hartline and we could still be friends.
This is why you're not invited to the burger draft or my fantasy league.
Fine, I don't want it. Anyway.
Come on.